That is cold.
I want to call to order the regular scheduled council meeting for Tuesday, November 12th, 2019. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
First District Councilwoman Myrna Maldonado. Present. Third District Councilwoman Brenda Walker. Present. Fourth District Councilwoman Christine Vasquez.
Present.
Fifth District Councilman Robert Garcia.
Present.
Sixth District Councilwoman Gilda Orange. Present. Councilman at Large Richard Medina.
Present.
Councilman at Large Emiliano Perez.
Present.
Councilman at Large Kenneth Monroe.
Present.
Council President Lenny Francisco.
Present. I have a motion to accept the minutes for the public hearing and regular meeting for Monday, October 14th, 2019.
So moved.
Second.
Motion was made by Councilwoman Walker, seconded by Councilman Monroe. Any questions? Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Maldonado. Walker.
Yes.
Vasquez.
Yes.
Garcia.
Yes.
Orange.
Yes.
Medina.
Yes.
Perez.
Yes.
Monroe.
Yes.
Francisco.
Yes. Do we have any communications from the mayor? Any communications from department heads?
Yes. Accounts payable warrants 110819CC, 111219CC, 111219ED, 111219LA, 112219CC.
So moved, Mr. President.
Second. Motion was made by Councilwoman Vasquez, seconded by Councilman Monroe, to accept accounts payable warrants as read. Any questions on the motion? Councilman Garcia?
Yeah, Mr. President, on warrant 111219CC, LA, if you could take that number down, and then invoice 194 all the way through 201. Can you have them pull that? That's Cam Tree Service. The warrant number is 111219CC. Invoice number 194 through 201. That's from Cam Tree Services. I'd like to see what trees or what was cut down. Also, invoice 3560, Federal Protection Services Agency. I'd like to see what that's about. 3569, 3570, 3580, 3578, 79. Also, invoice 19-0022-1 and 19-0022-2. Also, invoice number 42930. Also, invoice 3577. Also, invoice 01-191610. Also, invoice number 190708, 190803, 804, 190908, 191,003, 191,004, 191,011, 191,012, 15, 16, also 191,002, 191,049, yep. And then, are you caught up? All right. Then invoice number 083-119-0664. Also 082919-0678. 082719-0676. 082719-0676. The next one is 082119-0675. The next one is 080719-0662. Also invoice number 51832. Also invoice number 1130-1. Invoice 11. Invoice 093019-0779.
Was that one? Sorry.
09. 093019-0779. 093019-0778. And invoice 209, excuse me, sorry about that, 209-041. And then on warrant 111219BD, if you go pull invoice number 9027,
9020?
yes, 9039, 9046, 9047, and 9048.
9049.
No, 46, 47, and 48. That's all, Mr. President.
Councilman, did you stop at the controller's office and they wouldn't give you these, or?
No, I'm asking here at the council meeting, Mr. President.
Okay. Councilwoman Orange?
So, Mr. Bashimi, are you asking, Councilman Garcia, are you asking for these people not to be paid?
No, I didn't.
We just want to see the invoice.
Yes.
Roll call to hear accounts payable warrants as read.
Maldonado.
Roll call.
Yes. Walker.
Yes.
Vasquez.
Yes.
Garcia.
No.
Orange.
Yes.
Medina.
Yes.
Perez.
Yes.
Yes.
Francisco.
Yes.
Payroll warrant biweekly 110119. Payroll warrant monthly 110119.
So move, Mr. President.
Second. Motion was made by Councilman Garcia, seconded by Councilman Monroe to accept payroll warrants as read. Do I have any questions on the motion? Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Maldonado.
Yes.
Walker.
Yes.
Vasquez.
Yes.
Garcia.
Yes.
Orange,
Yes.
Medina,
Yes.
Perez,
Yes.
Monroe,
Yes.
President.
Yes. Do we have any committee reports? Moving on to board reports. Do we have any board reports? Madam Clerk, do we have any ordinances on first reading?
No.
Any ordinances on second reading?
No.
Any ordinances on third reading? Do we have any resolutions?
Yes, Resolution 19-0015, sponsored Councilwoman Gilda Orange, a resolution of the City of East Chicago, Indiana, Common Council approving a final renewal period of the Chicago Enterprise Zone for 5 years from the current sunset date of December 31st,
Mr. President,
2019.
So moved.
Second.
Councilman Garcia?
I want to make a motion, take it off the table.
Second motion.
Motion was made by Councilman Garcia, seconded by Councilman Perez, to remove Resolution 19-0015. Any question on the motion? Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. President, the reason I made a motion, take it off the table, Attorney Buscemi phoned me today. He said a conflict of interest of him representing us on this matter here because of, what, you want to explain it, Mr. Buscemi?
Members of the council, I learned this morning that another attorney within our firm, unbeknownst to me, has been serving as legal counsel for the East Chicago Urban Enterprise Association. And due to that fact, with respect to this matter only, the council, as it relates to the Urban Enterprise Association, our law firm cannot provide legal advice to either party, either the council, who I represent, or the Urban Enterprise Association, who was represented by another attorney at our firm. The attorney's name is Dana Rafai. She also likewise, at the present time, is refraining from providing any further advice with respect to the pending resolution.
Councilwoman Orange?
Okay, I'm not understanding why this is being taken off the table. This council does not approve any budgets for the urban enterprise. It's state law that it has to come before the city council, but they do not fund it. They don't give any money to it. They don't approve any money to it. And we do have somebody, Dan, here to speak about this tonight. But I'm not understanding. I know that some of the council members asked for a bunch of information about the urban enterprise. I sit on the board. We also have two other people that sit on the board for the council. That was never asked of any council member of any of these questions. And I'm just wondering why it is being pushed at this time. I have my own beliefs and reasons why it was pushed, and it's personal for some of these council members. And it's a shame because if the truth came out, they should be very, very embarrassed. But to stop it from being but it doesn't make any difference whether you approve it or don't approve it. It's not going to stop it from being in existence. You just will be stopped in this portion of it. Doesn't stop it from being in existence. So I would like for Dan to at least come up and explain.
Councilman Garcia?
Mr. President, yeah, nobody's trying to stop this. I don't know where you're going at this. If you want to accuse people of plenty of things on this council, but there's some things that I know we asked for on this council we never got. They don't want to abide by the public access information from the state. When we asked for information, I asked you for some information along with the attorney. It was turned down. We might not want to review it every 5 years. We might review it every year, But there's some information. I got the floor, Councilwoman. But there's some stuff that we asked for. Attorney Buscemi, did we get anything?
Remember, Councilman, at this particular point, it's best for me, because I learned of the conflict of interest this morning, it's best for me not to comment and be involved in providing legal advice with
I
respect.
just, did they send you any information that we asked for? That's all I asked.
No records were produced per the request of several council.
I just asked that we just review this and bring it up again.
Councilwoman
And
Orange?
If we would give Dan a chance to talk, you will learn why you are not able to receive that information. So, Dan?
Good evening, Dan Bowditch. I am an Economic Development Advisor to the East Chicago Urban Enterprise Association. I must disclaim that I am not an attorney. I am not certified to practice law, so I can't comment on an opinion legally to the council itself. Good evening. The resolution that's before you is to extend the current period of the East Chicago Urban Enterprise Association, which expires on December 31st, 2019. The resolution would allow for one final 5-year extension through December 31st, 2024. As part of that, there have been several questions that have been asked by your financial advisor to the council. I did receive that email. Some of the questions were, if the zone were to expire on the 31st, what implication would that be to the zone participating in qualified businesses per se? Those zone businesses would continue to receive their deduction through 2028 if they filed for a deduction on January 1st, 2019, which is the previous assessment date. They would continue to receive a full year abatement period for that enterprise zone deduction. So the zone deduction and the percentages applied to that tax savings of 25%, in addition to the 1% that previously had gone to the state for administrative purposes, to the IEDC, the Indiana Economic Development Corporation, now stay within the local UEA. So in essence, it becomes a 26% tax percentage fee payment to the UEA. Those dollars are used by the UEA for economic development purposes. I'm not privy to what those dollars are. Our charge was to prepare the resolution for legal review and presentation to the council, which has been done. There is a history in the resolution itself. We also prepared, and if it's okay with you, I can hand out a Schedule D, which shows all the businesses that receive a deduction in the city of East Chicago through the Enterprise Zone program, as well as how the deductions would roll off, assuming no other investments are made in the enterprise zone for which a deduction is applied and approved by the Lake County Auditor. If you would like,
You can hand that to the
President.
clerk, please.
Thank you. I realize the print is a little bit small, but we tried to fit everything on one page. But in essence, there are six businesses that are that benefit from a real property deduction or a building deduction. In the enterprise zone, there are 28 businesses that qualify for an enterprise zone deduction that they receive a personal property deduction. Now, that's on their equipment, depreciable personal property equipment. Best to look at the back sheet because there's individual companies and you can see how they're listed and when their deductions would roll off. But you can look on the back sheet to see that in the actual for January 1st, 2019, there was about $40 million of assessed valuation that was deducted. Now, as certified for January 1st, 2019, that is about $51 million. The reason for somewhat of the surge is because companies realized it's the last year for a deduction, so they may have made investments in the enterprise zone to take advantage of that deduction. And you can see how if no investments occur after that time period, you can see how it will roll off to about $21 million to $15 to $16 million in 2028. That is assuming nothing happens. So the UEA the urban enterprise zone will continue to exist. The enterprise zone itself, for deduction purposes, would not continue to exist. The 5-year period would allow for businesses through 2024 to continue to apply that deduction. As far as receiving records, I'm really not qualified, Councilwoman Orange, to answer that question. I know there are public access laws, but I'm not qualified to respond to that question.
Anne Marie, do you have a list of the people that can get access to the records?
No, I don't have anything in front of me, but I know the county shares information with the county, but not public information.
Councilman Garcia.
Yeah, and that's exactly my point, that here you have the urban enterprise zone, and it's by state law, and it's got to be approved by us. We can't ask for information, the public release of information. What is it so secret that they can't give us that? They can't give us, I don't know what it is that they can't provide to us. Is it some top secret, or, I don't know. There's nothing out there that's top secret that we should not be able to get. And our lawyer, we can't get any advice from him now. Ain't nobody trying to do away with this. But for now, until we get some legal counsel on this, I just would like to postpone this.
Councilwoman Orange.
Councilman, nobody asked for any information on this until 8/28 of 2018. Before that, you never asked for any information, asking for any type of records or anything before then, that date. So what is the importance that you have to have the information today? Because, like I said, it boils down to one situation, and I think it's just deplorable.
Councilman Garcia.
It just goes to every public entity should be held to the public release of information. It doesn't matter who anybody on this council want to ask for information, they should be able to get it.
But it's a 501(c), and it is not public at all.
Well, if it was not public, why do you need our permission?
Councilman Perez.
The council has a member of the council that gets appointed to the urban enterprise, right?
Yes, we do, I'm sorry.
So that member is not a appointed board member for their own sake. They're there to represent the city council. So if the city council should have a request of information or something like that, the person that sits in that position should be providing that to the council. If the council has to approve in order for the urban enterprise to exist, and it makes sense that they would have a member of the council on there, right? So the council has a voice and has a pulse on what's happening with the urban enterprise. I don't see what, and this all came up at the last meeting, I don't see what the difficulty is in getting the information that the council's asking for. We're not talking about making it public, but any council person that is sitting up here that requests any information from the urban enterprise should be able to get it by virtue of having a seat on that board that represents the city council, not the individual member, but that member is voted on by the entire council. So I have to agree with Councilman Garcia that if they close up and they don't want to share, you have to ask yourself, what don't they want to share? Because I really don't see what a top secret it may be. Again, we have a council member that's a member of that board and should provide that information to their colleagues.
Any other questions? Madam Clerk, a motion to take off Resolution 19-0015.
Maldonado,
Clarification, to take it off the table?
Correct, that's what Robert's motion was.
Take it off the table? Yes.
To table it.
Table
To
it?
table it, correct.
Table it, yes.
Walker,
No.
Bradford,
No.
Garcia,
Yes.
Orange,
No.
Yes.
Perez,
Yes.
Monroe,
Yes.
Franceschi.
No. Moving on, do we have any old business? Councilwoman Orange.
Yes, I would like to bring off the table Resolution 190013. That was a resolution about the new procedures of towing fees within the city of East Chicago. The chief of police was here last council meeting asking about this resolution, and we're here, Mr. President, we weren't sure whether this was tabled or ever put in the committee. So I'm asking it to be brought back off the table.
Councilman Garcia.
Mr. President, I'd like to have this put in my committee so we could go over it.
There's a motion on the floor right now. Do I get a second?
Second.
Any questions on the motion?
Mr. President, is it an ordinance or a resolution?
It's, I believe it was a resolution. Attorney Buscemi?
Was it heard on first reading, second reading? What's the history on it?
It was a resolution that was on your agenda, available for action 6 weeks ago, and the resolution was tabled at that time.
So we didn't
No
hear,
action was taken on it.
no action was taken.
Madam Clerk, roll call to vote on to put Resolution 19-0013 off the table.
Maldonado? Walker?
Yes.
Vasquez?
I need some clarity. We're bringing it back.
Correct. A vote to take it off the table. Correct.
I'm voting yes to keep it on. We're bringing it back, right?
You want to take it off the table, correct, Councilwoman?
Yeah, I want to take it off the table and bring it back to the floor.
Okay.
Yes.
Garcia?
No.
Horn?
Yes.
Medina?
No.
Perez?
Nope.
No?
Yes.
Franceschi?
Yes. Do you have any other old business? Council? To get it back on, but it didn't pass. Any other old business?
I thought Councilman Monroe said yes.
Oh, did he? I'm sorry. I thought it was a no. 5-4, okay. Resolution 19-0013 is back on the table. Councilwoman Orange?
And I do move to put it into the committee so that the police chief will get a chance to explain why he wanted it like this. So I'll make a motion to put it in a committee.
First reading.
Second.
First.
But it's only one reading for a resolution.
Oh, it's a resolution?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you said it was ordinance.
No, he said it was a resolution.
Okay.
The motion made by Councilwoman Orange, seconded by Councilwoman Vasquez to put Resolution 19-0013 in committee. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Maldonado?
Yes.
Walker?
Yeah.
Vasquez?
Yes.
Garcia?
Yes.
Horn?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Perez?
Yes.
Monroe?
Yes.
Franceschi?
Yes. I believe, Madam Clerk, who's in charge of the public safety? Is it Robert? Yeah, Councilman Garcia? You will set that meeting up and
Yes, I
let us
will.
know? Thank you.
For the whole council.
Yes. Do we have any other old business? Moving on to new business, do we have any other new business or new business? Councilman Garcia?
Yeah, I see that we got a letter here from Anthony DeBonis, Junior and Associates. It's reference what he sent us, dated November 8th, was Friday. Yeah, that resolution ordinance had a lot of mistakes in it. And I don't know if he's going to submit another one to us, but it had a lot of mistakes in it. It had the wrong city, had the wrong city clerk. It was not clear and concise. Attorney Buscemi, has he submitted a new one?
He has submitted a revised resolution to the clerk, if I'm correct, is that it had asked that it be placed on the agenda for first reading on the 25th. Is that correct?
Attorney Buscemi, I know I had you review some of that information, and that was a 40% increase in sewer rates, correct?
Yes, the first year increase is, I believe, at or in excess of 40%. Then there are smaller increases in year 2 and year 3. Council members may recall that you each received about a month or two ago a mailing from Dr. Z, the director, which included a financial study about the sanitary district feels that they need council approval for bond issuance with the rate increase. I would highly recommend that the council members pull out that email or that document, that financial study, and take a look at the financial study, because that contains the sanitary district's rationale for claiming that they need these user rate increases in order to finance improvements. There is a court order out there that's been issued by a court of law that's in effect that does require that the sanitary district make certain improvements to avoid overflow and contaminated water being discharged into our clean water. So there's no question that there's a court order the sanitary district is under to make certain improvements that are costly. The question, I think, for you as council members is, how do you finance that, and are these rate increases the appropriate method of financing the improvements that are needed? Take a look at the study, and I also recommend that the council members, at the time that the ordinance comes to your agenda, you specifically request that the sanitary district have a knowledgeable representative from their financial advisors present to answer any questions that the council members may have, because you're going to have questions about this because it's such a significant rate increase.
Councilman Perez.
Thank you, Mr. Buscemi. I would encourage my colleagues along the same lines to really pull that out and study it. You're going to find that they're trying to do a 40% rate increase in order to do the modifications that need to be done, and the modifications cost right around $8 million. So for $8 million, we're going to impose a 40% permanent sewer increase on the residents of East Chicago when we've got a $30 million surplus sitting on the sidelines. I'm not saying you have to use that, but maybe the general fund gives them a no-interest loan, but there's got to be a better way than to strap a 40% sewer rate increase on the backs of the residents when all they're trying to raise is $8 million, which I think we certainly can do that. We have some really strong financial books right now, and rather than strap the residents with a 40% increase, I think that we can find alternative financing within what we have now.
Councilman Garcia.
Yeah, just to clarify, there's a court order to improve it, not to raise the rates, correct, Mr. Buscemi?
The court order leaves to the discretion of the city how the improvements are made. The improvements have to be made for environmental protection. There's no question about that. The issue, I think, just my opinion for the council members, the issue is how do you finance it?
And Mr. President, and just a clarification, it's 40% the first year it goes up, and then it goes up more after that, the second and third year. And to me, that's just too high of a price for our community to pay. And we have a lot of elderly in our community here, and that's a huge increase. They're trying to pay their water bill, they're trying to pay their medicine, but to me, that's a huge increase in too of a short time span.
Councilwoman Maldonado.
A little bit of my question has been answered already. Mr. Buscemi has already
answered a portion of it, but I just wanted to make clear that the option presented to the council is by way of the ordinance sponsored by the mayor that increases, it's the 40% increase to the residents for the first year. That's the only option at this point presented to the council. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And so when we talk about other options, that would be something that we as the council would discuss and push back and hopefully come to an agreement if that would be, if the mayor would be open to that. But the option presented to us is the ordinance sponsored by the mayor for the 40% increase, correct? Is that
Yes.
correct?
Another avenue of inquiry for council members, in addition to carefully reviewing that financial analysis from, remember, that came from the financial consultant for the sanitary district. Another option is to work with Mr. Dalton, the council's financial consultant, to explore his ideas for alternate methods of financing the improvements.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Orange?
I'll be glad when that $30 million is gone, because, I mean, we done spent it on this council about 12 billion times. And anytime something comes up, you got $30 million, spend that. You got $30 million, spend that. It should be gone pretty soon, because you asked for it to be spent on everything from A to Z.
Any other new business? Moving on to public expression. Madam Clerk, do we have any cards? Have a motion to adjourn, please? Motion was made by Councilman Garcia, seconded by Councilman Medina. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Maldonado.
Yes.
Yes.
Vasquez.
Yes.
Garcia.
Yes.
Orange.
Yes.
Medina.
Yes.
Perez.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Perez.
Yes.
Monroe. Francisco.
Good night.